And we are live. I'm Sean, that's Jim, and this is the after show presented by Get Haunted Paranormal Podcast Program. And if you don't already know, this is a companion show to our latest YouTube release, that video being Mid-Orange Part 2. Drum roll, please. How's everyone doing today? Jim, stonewalling me with those pit vipers?
Damn right, I'm in the zone, baby. I just got done with New Egypt. I'm ready.
And Steve's in the chat. Steve, first one here, first one in my heart for always.
What up, Steve?
So, as most of you know, Part 1 was our first episode. Tommy B, thanks for showing up. Just got home from work and I watch the video now. Good to see you, fellas. Good to see you, Tommy B.
He's the man.
So this is part 2. We did release it a bit early today because we figured a bit early, but we released it at 3 p.m. We kind of wanted to, one, give everyone time to watch it and not have to dedicate 2 hours. Granted, it was only 30 minutes this week. 2 hours to us. I know we know you guys love us that much and you want to, but that is a lot of time. So that way you can space it out in the day and watch it at your leisure. So 3 p.m. We'll see if we keep that up going forward. The video did pretty well at 3 p.m. I don't know. Might switch it up. Might go early. Might go later. Jim, what do you think? What do you think about 3 p.m.?
We got to see how the algorithm takes it.
Yeah. Bill, as always, Bill and Steve both in this video. If you did not know, Empty Casket Paranormal. Bill's probably, I think, with the premiere of this video, Bill has the most appearances on our channel other than me and Jim. Because did Steve have more video? Yeah, because Steve was both outside of the Paranormal Nut Crew. Bill has had the most appearances, being on an interview and being in 2 videos.
That's very true.
Yep. The honor is all yours. The bill is in the mail. The bill is in the mail. We're charging you for being on our show. Yes. So, has everyone seen the video? Have you watched it? What are your thoughts? Did you like it? Did you get scared? We got some clips we'll go over here in a little bit, but
it's according to YouTube, too shocking.
Too shocking, yeah. We have an issue with YouTube and YouTube thinking that we're very graphic and shocking, and it is
the opposite. Well, I would say
I think. Well, here's the thing. It's funny because we're not reaction YouTubers. It's like we're not like and we're not like, our videos are more entertaining than they are scary, I would say. But YouTube just thinks we're shocking and graphic, so it doesn't like us and kills us. But that's part of the game.
We're just a bunch of degenerates.
It was great getting to revisit that night and seeing your solo from your point of view. Yeah, that's for those of you who haven't watched it, I recommend to obviously go watch it. I do a solo at the end, and it's creepy. And I actually have a clip that we'll go over from the solo here later on. But that's the room that Steve had some lost time. Everyone who walked in it felt immediately just pressured, and they felt like...
Well, it was like your equilibrium was thrown off. Hey, Sandra.
Hello. Boys, again, with this, we're over 30 each. We have knee and back problems. Everyone just wants to call it's gentlemen. It's gentlemen. No. Nice to meet you, Sarah. Yeah, I did give Steve not a sneak peek. I mean, he was there. I sent him all the footage so he could watch everything back and kind of see what he was missing. But yeah, that was actually, it's funny because I have 3 clips today, and we'll get to them. I promise. I swear, maybe. And one of them is right before Jim walks into the room. And then the other one is me in the room. So that was one of the most active rooms that night. I did not clip the push-ups, so
Oh,
we
don't
will not be
worry.
going over my
Actually,
push-ups.
I'm putting them on there now.
Yeah. No, and the night. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Jim. Good morning,
Good
Damien.
morning. Good morning, Damien.
Morning. I mean, it's not morning here. It's definitely evening, night, whatever you want to call it. I remember working in McDonald's. They're like, never say good night. It's too sexual. You have to say good evening.
Essential for this place.
Happy New Year, Bill. Happy New Year, everybody. How was
Yeah,
your
happy New
holidays?
Year.
Christmas came and went. Then we had New Year's. I was in the city for a bit. That was fun. New York City, for those of you who think there's another city besides the city. Jim, do you get into anything to in the New Year?
Nothing really. Just watched YouTube videos on time slippage
Yeah.
theories.
Oh,
And
into the New Year?
so it
You're
was even
watching.
better than a normal New Year's time.
You are watching meteor showers. Ooh, that's fun.
Ooh, sounds like
Said
fun.
it's not the torrid meteor shower this time of year, right? It'd be like the Sagittarius meteor shower or something. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the meteor showers. Happy New Year to you. Yeah.
What
So,
about you, Sean? So you went to the city. You find anything out there? Find any potential locations?
well, I don't want to. I have nothing solidified. There is an idea that has been percolating, and I've talked to you about it.
Mm-hmm.
There is a location there that I've been in talks with, but it's one of those locations that wants you out by a certain time, and I'm
Mm.
like, that's rough, especially like
Oh, I know you're talking.
for
Yeah,
places
yeah.
to and I won't shame anyone or tell them how to run their business. And for a person not making a YouTube video, I think having like a time limit of like midnight from like 6 or like from like 7 to midnight, I think that's fine. You go there, you investigate for a few hours, you enjoy it. Um and uh but when you kind of for a YouTube video, you might be there for 8 hours and distill it down to a 30-minute video. It's having 3 or 4 hours just isn't enough.
Yeah.
Oh, oh. Any New Year's resolutions or goals from 2025? We have many goals, but no resolutions because new year, same nuts as always. We're staying the
Yeah.
same.
Still
No,
trying to still chasing those ghosts.
we actually, I guess we do have a few hunts that we can announce. So, Jim, do you want to announce one of the first hunts we got next week?
Uh, Next week we got My Haunted Manor over in Columbia, Pennsylvania. We're gonna be doing that Friday night. I'll let you explain the next one.
Yeah, and the next one is one we it's actually kind of funny because we're going back to Gettysburg. And when we were in Gettysburg, I did a lot of advertising for us to go to the Jenny Wade house, where I accidentally didn't realize I had booked the haunted orphanage before. So we did the haunted orphanage, loved it, but now we're actually going back to the Jenny Wade house and we're going to investigate it this time. So that's gonna be fun. Ghostly Images, we love those people, Tom and whatnot over there, good people. The Quantrandid meteor shower. Okay, well, I've never heard of it. I'm not a. You should just record it and then release it and say it's all UFOs and drones.
Damn right.
Icy, nice to see you, Icy. Hello.
Hello, Icy.
Yeah, the Haunted Man is cool. I didn't know too much about it until Paranormal Theory went there and we saw their video and they had a good time. So we're like, hey, yeah,
I
we'll
don't
check
like
it
to
out.
front load, so like I want to go in,
Going
get my
blind.
own experience.
No, it's fun. I'm always on the foot. Do I do my research? Do I watch a bunch of videos of what everyone else has seen, or do I go in unbeknownst? But I think that you kind of have to balance it each one. Get a little bit, but not
Yeah.
not too much. Haunted Manor UK just opened up new site, Pendle Hill. Jim, we about to go
Mm,
to the UK.
I think so.
Are you buying the tickets? Yep. So we those are the 2 hunts we got coming up. The 2 hunts we have coming up this weekend, or not this weekend, next weekend. So expect some point we'll go live, hopefully with good internet reception, unlike when Jim goes live and doesn't think about internet connection. And then it's just
Whatever.
stays blocky for 30 minutes straight.
I tried.
You did try. That's what counts. I'm sure I've done lives that were just as bad, but I think half of my haunted orphanage live downstairs was exactly the same way.
I don't get it. When I was at Penhurst in the basement, we had a great connection. I'm in a basement of a building with just a house, nothing. No
It all
connection.
depends on the material. Ooh, this is a great question, Damien. I've actually wrestled with this. Do you think AI generation will affect investigation results, or do you think you still go old school with tech? Now, I think with the advent of AI and video generation and stuff like that, there becomes an issue with deducing what's real and what's fake when looking at, videos, right? There will be a time when I could just tell a computer, make a paranormal nut episode and set it in, Penhurst Asylum, right? And it's going to be realistic enough that you wouldn't know the difference. Hopefully that's still a bit ways off to get something so detailed, but there are, less refined versions of that now floating around. I mean, I can't tell you how many fake AI, UFO, and ghost things I've seen just in the various groups I'm in. People posting them like they know it. It's like, that's not real. What are you doing? But as far as AI techniques in investigation, so I mean, Jim, you're more of a tech guy than I am. How do you think AI is going to affect it? I know we talked about SETI using AI to analyze signals and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, looking at AI, a lot of people like trash on it. Oh, it's taking everything away. But I think looking at it like analytically, I think it's the future. It's coming, and there's not really anything we can do to stop it. So might as well jump on the train. But for paranormal equipment wise, I mean, if it can do it better than us, why not? Not, I mean, like equip like sense things that we can't sense. Like using data. Um, Coming up like app wise, or I mean, I think we're still a ways off before it actually can get anything for paranormal equipment. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, and when we talk paranormal, we talk a lot of the realm of spirituality. You have mediums and everything. I don't know, like if that is a realm outside of technology and more in the spiritual realm. Can AI even read anything or deduce anything from that? That's going to be an interesting question going forward. I think adding AI to a ghost hunt will add far too much doubt to any validity of evidence. That's true. I think I feel the same way. I think um, for analyzing actual data that people have gathered in the field, that would be cool. Like if an AI was able to scour the internet and
Yeah,
get every single hunt and investigation and photo ever taken of like mid orange and then compile it and do its own deduction and organization and categorization.
I think it would be great for analyzing sounds. Like when you're doing like a hunt and you're trying to analyze EVPs and they can do the correct settings to bring it up so you can actually hear it. That'd be cool because I mean sound files. It's just data, so it's just analyzing everything. And,
That's interesting. Yeah, I think you bring a good point. Like an app that could say whether or not that sounds is actual human language or just something else. That's probably something interesting.
yeah,
Steve says, I believe you need a real human interaction. That's true. I
yeah, I'd
I
say
don't
so.
disagree
Yeah,
with that. It's having a human, right? Obviously, I think no one wants you to throw a robot into a haunted house and see if it comes out with ghosts. That would be a fun thing to do, but like no one wants the future of paranormal investigation to be that. But I think ghosts and spirits and whatever you're looking for feed off of humans, not like in a vampiric sense, but like in a vibe sense. So I think a human is required.
Well, we were kind of talking about that before, where I think people bring their own energy in, and I've always had the belief that the locations are haunted, but I think people are haunted as well, where you have specific things connected to you that will come out during a hunt when you're using the equipment.
Yep. Oh yeah, Damien. Australia has banned TikTok, and other countries may follow suit. How do you intend on keeping your content available on other forms for international fans? This is a great question. Actually, I wasn't planning on talking about this today, but me and Jim have discussed in the past like literally last week, that we want to start putting all of our content on every platform we possibly can. We're not, content exclusive by anyone, and maybe there will be a day we do that, but so I think in the future here we're going to be essentially doing a paranormal nut rewind, and we're going to be launching all of our old videos that we have on YouTube on Facebook for one, and I think we were talking about other platforms as well. The more platforms we find that we think are good enough to put our content on, we will. So look forward to that. Paranormal Nut rewind. Michael, what up, Mike? What up?
What up?
Boy, again.
What up, Mike?
I'm over 30 and I have knee and back problems. I'm not a boy anymore. Everyone's just gonna keep calling me a boy. It's great. I'll be young forever.
Boy.
Live is live and can't be manipulated, but recorded can be adapted. I disagree with that. You'll be surprised. I think computing will get too advanced, where again every live has a couple seconds delay. You can insert a 5-10 second delay, and an AI can project filters and content within the space and make it look realistic enough. And that stuff's probably available for very rich people right now, but not available for us, and then will become available for us in 10 20 years, like 3D holograms, right? Like that's already a thing. I'm 47. Yeah, I know, Mike. It's not you. We've had a lot of people call us boys recently, and it's kind of an inside joke at us right now. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Kaylee. It is always good to hear from
Kaylee. You. Nice to see you again.
So we're almost at the 20-minute mark. I'm joking. Yeah, we are too, Mike. So I think it'd be a good time to pull up some clips. You guys want some clips? I mean, everyone should have already watched the episode, right? So these are all clips you've all seen. Also, Jim spoiled one of our clips early because he doesn't know how to read files. So this one got leaked early on Instagram, but it's okay.
I did it on purpose.
Yeah. He's leaking things for the people. So
damn right.
To set the stage for those of you who recall or don't recall, we are in A4, right? A4, 3, 4, A4, 3.
A4.
A4, yeah, and A3 is going to be part 3.
Yeah.
We're in A4, and the attic. Yep. See. This is why we need to have Bill around, because he actually.
Bill, you need to just jump on the live right now, buddy,
and actually just do our job for us. Okay, thanks. A4 and the attic. You guys were walking up there. Me and Matt were still kind of gathering our tools before we went up and met you. But you, Steve, and Bill were going to the attic. Yeah, you want? You
I got it.
And well, this is what we came across. Oh,
I just saw somebody beside me. I just saw somebody beside me. I just saw somebody beside me. I just saw somebody beside me.
So, I mean, obviously it's written there in text because that's the short form. But yeah, as you can see, Jim thinks he sees something. There's nothing on the camera, but I am a firm believer that you can be psychically manipulated, and we can get into that in a little bit too. And we'll add Bill to the state. Oh, you got him. There he is.
The
So,
man, the myth, the legend.
what up?
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you caught while you were jumping on. I'll play this again for you and everybody, but this is the short that Jim leaked already.
I just saw somebody beside me. I just saw somebody beside me. I just saw somebody beside me. I just saw somebody beside.
We all love Bill, and hello, Bill.
What's up, guys?
Yep.
Steven, Damien, we
So-
love you guys too.
Yep. Bill is in that clip. You can hear him say, "What?" And in the video, he does question Jim, and then you continue into the room. But yeah, we've had people say that was static, but there's no
There was no
EVP
spirit
or-
box going on or anything.
That was just off the mic audio, just a very breathy help or a hell. I'm kind of on the help side, not the hell, but that's just maybe my optimistic outlook on life. What do you
it's kind of
guys
hard
think?
it's kind of hard to make that one out.
Yeah. Well, again, I have very great headphones, and I sit here and I edit these things, and it gets populated to everyone else who has a different sound system, and they hear different things, right?
Yeah.
We don't have to see it, or we don't have to hear everything, because one of these is a visual phenomenon that is very reminiscent of something we pulled up last episode. So I'm going to add to the stage this little incident.
So I was seeing was closer to like. So I was seeing was closer.
The leaf is back. No, again, we kind of had last episode. We were joking about an orb that kind of looked like a leaf flying through the door. The only reason I put this in because it looks very similar. Now the question is it a leaf again, or was it something else?
So I was seeing was closer to like. So I was seeing.
It's like one of them dandelion.
Like one of the copter seed pod things.
Yeah, you
But,
know
like,
when you blow.
those
it
aren't in season though. That's the thing.
No,
Yeah.
they're not.
No, yeah.
That's my only critique. It's not like there wasn't things flying around.
I mean, it legitimately looks like a will-o-wisp.
Yeah.
Because it's got a tail, main
Yeah.
body.
Is that a hair clasp? I don't have hair too
I
much,
mean,
so-
tell me if I got hair.
I have some hair, I guess. But
Yeah, I'm not really one to believe in orbs. 9 times out of 10, if I see an orb, I can usually come up with an explanation for it. I don't have a good one for that one. I mean, there's a few things that might be, but I can't say with any level of certainty that it's not paranormal.
And that building, nobody was in earlier before we got in there either.
yeah, and Steve
I
brings
don't
up a
think
good
it
point.
was.
The room in A4, the door was closed.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Nope.
nobody was in A4 before us.
Yeah. So the one thing I do recall, the windows on that side. So you see how it does kind of like
So I was seeing was
fly in one way and then proceeds going straight. So if there was airflow in the room, it would go that way. That's my one thing thinking it's not paranormal. Where you have an airflow coming in from the broken windows and then it's getting sucked down the only passageway forward.
Yeah.
Not from you guys. Yeah, it's definitely not from us. So I thought it was interesting and it looked very much similar to what it was. I will say I didn't bring it up here, but we have the other camera positioned in a very similar facet where there's overlapping fields of view, and I don't see any leaf or any anything going by.
Dandelion puff.
But in a low light environment, if the light doesn't catch it, obviously that's why IR is great because light catches the IR light bounces off and is super reflective to everything.
Yeah.
But
But one of the problems with IR is things like hair or a spider web are very, very reflective for IR. So you can't you unless you know like the telltale markers of what they are, you could think they're anything at that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so hard. I mean, I love getting IR because it's dark, you see everything, but any little thing flicks. Like I spent probably 20 minutes looking at our footage because there's like I think it's like here, I'll bring this back up. There's like something on this wall over here. You can't see my mouse, but in the hallway next to that
Oh
pillar,
yeah.
there was something in that hallway that was slightly reflective, and every once in a while it would catch my eye. So I spent
It looked like
20
it looked like two eyes.
yeah, but at the end of the day, it was just probably like lead paint or something.
A lot of lead paint there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
more lens flares. Exactly. There's always more lens flares.
So there are a lot of light anomalies, especially in those buildings. Very first time I ever went to Mid Orange in A3, which was the building next to us, I had set up a camera looking down the long hallway and just left it there for a solid 6 hours.
Ooh.
And over the course of those 6 hours, when you watch the footage, there's just like these flashes of red light, blue light, orange light, and there was only 6 of us there that night, and we only spent maybe an hour and a half in A3, the rest of the time in the other bigger buildings. So there's nothing that light should be, and it's just
no
they pop up like
contamination.
fireflies. Yeah,
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I remember
get
you
weird
did
shit there.
say, and I think I catch it. It's in the episode. I think I don't know if it's part 1 or 2, where you say you see a green light outside. Unfortunately, we didn't have anything pointed that way, but
Yeah, anything outside, because there were other groups there.
yeah,
It was a Get Haunted event, so other people were out there doing stuff. So anything outside, I have a hard time accepting as paranormal just because there's other people.
Yeah.
yeah. And I'll give Rob my mandatory plug. Yeah, if you guys don't know, if you are watching this and are unaware of Get Haunted in general, they're a great community. Yeah, I mean, I think most people here do, but there could be one or two.
No, I mean, coming from our channel, yeah.
Yeah. So if you are unaware of the Get Haunted peoples, they are great. They're amazing. They host this show technically. They present this show, and they run their various paranormal events. I know last year they had the party, the soiree at the Battleship, New Jersey.
Yeah,
really
was
cool.
fun.
So not just your normal investigations, but they do a bunch of other events like that. So that way we got that recorded. So now if someone complains, I can send it to Rob. Yeah. So I got one more clip, and this is from my alone session in the attic, which was the most oppressive room I've ever just walked into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was any of one of us. As soon as we walked in, it was just like the energy in there is just get out now.
Yeah.
But like another dimension walking in, like your equilibrium just like went out.
And to remind everyone, this is the same room that Jim's about to walk into here when he hears the EVP.
I just saw somebody beside me. I just saw somebody beside me.
So it's that room that
just saw
Steve is
somebody
walking
beside
in there,
me.
and then Bill's already in it. Again, it was just crazy. So here's my running a spirit box, and then I hear something pretty distinct. What are you sorry for?
Yeah.
Thought I heard like a musical note. Did you hear it, or do I have to play
Yeah,
it back?
no, I heard. Well, yeah, for the other people,
Yeah.
people in the back.
So, so you hear the static of the spirit box. This is clearly not a part of that. I guess the best way to say it is listen behind the spirit box. I guess. What are you sorry for? Thought I heard like a musical note.
Like somebody on a piano.
Yeah,
it's
just
like
a
single key.
piano key. And that is insane, right? It's not a music box that would play a bunch of notes. It's not coming from the spirit box. It's not broken up. It's not staticky. and it sounds like it's in a different part of the room.
Well, what's kind of cool is some of the SS method from part 1 and the Gansfield from part 2. You guys were hearing music.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. I remember that. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
black.
it was the kind of a theme for the night was music.
And music is energy, just like anything else. More so, to be honest, vibrationally. So I think that is a way to be able to be communicated. So myself and Brandy were in that room where Steve was, and a black mass charged us. Yeah, that's that room. That room is. I'm not surprised that you got charged by a black mass in that room.
It's probably like a portal in there.
Something's going on there, and I want to go back there. And the way, well, okay. So the way that session ends, and it doesn't pick up properly on the spirit box, but I'm listening to the spirit box, and I hear what I believe to be chanting. Now, I will fully admit, listening back, it does not sound like chanting. But to me, I don't know if something was being projected to me, or maybe it was just my heightened senses extrapolating more sounds than I heard. But I heard like Latin chanting, and then I run out of the room like nope. And then I go to hang out with, or to get Jim, to get Bill and Steve and Matt, and they're all sitting down there. And then Jim, you want to tell them what guys
well,
what happened to you guys?
So when we were down there and we heard a noise up there, so we heard walking, footsteps, and we heard talking. And when we came up to be like, oh, maybe he's done. Like I even called him. I was like, oh, Sean's being a coward right now. Can't do 10 minutes in there. And then he come out, and we are like at the steps, and we're like, there's nobody there. And I think, did we yell out to you?
We did, yeah.
I
Yeah,
heard in the video, because it's me and you guys don't have your cameras on. I hear something, so I lower the spirit box and go, oh, that's them saying something. And then I just turn up the spirit box and keep going.
Yeah, because it sounded to us, and we all heard this. Like you ran out of the room and we're at the top of the steps, and we heard your voice say something.
Yeah.
So that's why we're like, okay, he's done. Let's go grab
He's
him.
done it, and then we didn't see you up there, and we're like, what just happened?
And when we
Keep your
got to the
cameras
bottom of the
on.
steps, we could hear the spirit box all the way down, still in the room. We're like, well, he's still in the room. What the hell?
Yeah, Steve was there. He admits it. We all swear you ran out of the room before you actually did. Yep. Almost like you saw it into the future, maybe.
It was like a time slip.
Yeah, time slip.
Was it though? Maybe it was.
Maybe
That's
it was.
we've been going down this hill.
I didn't really think about that till now, but yeah, we could have heard the future.
Yeah. There's been a lot of places, and Damien, I see your question. We're gonna get to. I just wanted to finish this line of thought. Where we've been to a lot of places that specifically have a ghost that they call Big Jim. And that when you start putting those dots together, that's a whole rabbit hole.
Should I wait till the next episode, or can I tell them about when I was editing?
We'll go there. We'll talk about that, but I want to answer not Steve's question here. I want Damien. Would you try trigger objects next time you go to a time period? Go like time period objects that spirits would recognize. I definitely butchered reading that, but so I have opinions about trigger objects. But Jim was just at New Egypt with the Get Haunted crew, and there was a trigger object brought. You can bring up that if you want. Jim, you paying attention?
Yeah, are you talking? Yeah, no.
Wasn't the part of the Hindenburg there?
Oh yeah, the Hindenburg was there. Yeah, they had a piece of the Hindenburg in the music that they brought out. It was really cool.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
Yeah. So
I've actually used trigger objects at Mid Orange before. So for those who don't know, Mid Orange was active up until the late 90s, early 2000s. So you don't really need something all that old to act as a trigger object there. Other than like cell phones and modern computers, they're going to recognize most anything. But the thing that I found works the best there is cigarettes. I mean, it was a prison for like 30 years. So cigarettes work.
So bring an Atari with you.
That's so That's the trigger items I like, right? I like trigger items that are reminiscent of what the spirits would like. I
Yeah.
don't like trigger objects that allegedly have a connection with something else. And oh, this is a haunted doll. I bring it to my investigations because I don't like to cross pollinate, first of all. And I want the investigation of that place to be of that place,
I'm
not
gonna
to be of that object.
I'm gonna partially disagree with you.
Okay.
All right. So
I also have a kickoff stream button, so it's fine. No. Go ahead, please.
I have a haunted object that I have at times brought on investigations, not to cross contaminate and investigate the object instead of the location, but because I had built a relationship with the spirit attached to that object, and then that act as like a go-between between myself and those spirits. So it was kind of so that the spirit and the object can go get the spirits in the house to come talk to us or translate for us or talk to me directly and act almost like a spirit guide or a medium, so to speak.
Interesting.
So I think in a controlled setting like that it can be actually beneficial in a investigation. And unfortunately, I haven't brought it with me in quite some time. I should probably start doing that again.
Yeah.
But
That's interesting. I never even considered the possibility of like having a spiritual guide, but yeah, I just wanted to address Steve. Yeah, a mimic that would be insane. Hopefully, I mean,
Eats me.
yeah, it just eats you. Mike, Big Jim is known at Trans-Allegheny. I spelled that wrong. I don't think I could spell it right. I guess that means me and Jim have to go to Trans-Allegheny, right?
Leaving a
Mike, you
memory
in?
there.
You going to Trans-Allegheny with
God.
us?
Hey, have you guys have never been there, right?
No.
No,
The place
you
is
coming?
massive.
You coming?
Oh my god, that if
Yeah.
you invite me, I'm there. I was there
Okay.
once as and I just did like the daytime tour.
Yeah.
That place is huge and there's so much energy there. I want to investigate that so bad.
Where's
but
it? Where's it at?
West Virginia.
West
Yeah,
Virginia.
It's a bit of a hike, but I mean, from all accounts, everything it's worth it. Like we'll
I'm
just
looking
drive
it
down
up
the
right
day
now.
or whatever.
Oh, the place is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that place is so cool.
Yeah. I know a couple of teams that almost every team besides us has a video there.
Project Fear did one just not too long ago, a couple months ago. They had a video there.
Yeah.
Means we got to do it now.
Yeah, we gotta just mimic and repeat what everyone always does. We are the actual mimics.
I will eat you. My eyes just opened up. You didn't see it, but they were wide.
That's why he's wearing the pit vipers today, so you don't see his inhumanness.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you a
we're
lizard man?
still
A reptilian?
I am. There's one
breaking
tangent.
confession.
One tangent. Have you ever noticed, like,
You got a button ready? I
and
don't have one.
lions and tigers have pupils like us almost, but then cats have like reptilian eyes, like house cats.
So I actually know the reason why for that. It's based on where the house cats evolved from. So usually when they have the slit in the eye, it indicates that they're nocturnal. And if they have the wider eyes, they're usually daytime. Like lions don't usually do a whole lot at night, so their eyes are normal. Some other cats, like leopards, jaguars, are more nocturnal, so they have usually the slit eye.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Sorry, it was just random tangent. But
No, I remember
we were talking about eyes.
I remember that being a topic of debate on the internet for like a week, not too long ago. But yeah, we are looking to do possibly White Hill in the near future. If yeah, we'll see.
White Hill's a good place.
I know Steve just went, and I was watching Two Brothers Extreme in Steve's video today. It's a good video, by the way. Shout out to them. They're not even watching, but Steve's here. Go check all their videos out. And every time I see a video, I'm like, oh, we need to go. Every video I see somewhere. But
oh yeah, No, I'm trying to. Sean and I have been talking about doing like a tour down the coast.
I want to go down. I've been down the coast so much. I want to go in. I want to go to the interior because that's where you get the things in the middle of nowhere. Right?
That's true. That's fair.
That's where you
Fairfield
get
County,
the crazy ones. It's like
Fairfield County Infirmary in Ohio.
we looked up that one. Yep, that was one of the
That's
suggestions.
a cool place.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys should definitely go out to Rock Island for their Paracon in October.
Yep. Yeah, we've been in talks with people at the Rock Island. Well, with
Sarah.
Get Haunted people and Sarah and
Yeah.
whatnot. We might go out there. It is a trip. It is a trip.
Hey,
But-
my full museum is going to be out there.
Oh,
Get to play with some boards.
Hell yeah, we're going to be helping out with the ghost hunt that night. We'll have boards.
Nice.
We'll do seance. It's going to be a fun night.
Madison Cemetery.
Seminary, nunnery.
Gonna get out of here. I was like, oh, she spelled cemetery wrong. And I wasn't gonna call her out for being an idiot, but it is me. I'm the idiot.
She just fucking Uno reversed your ass right there.
Well done, Sean.
Yeah.
Well done.
Who do you think A4 had more connection with out the team that went? Wait.
Out of the team that went, like everybody that was there.
Oh
with
well,
us.
I didn't touch base with everyone in what spots they with what spots they went.
I'm
to
saying that
night.
room, we all were in there, man, and we all got like weird vibes in there.
Yeah, I don't think it was an individual. Like anyone in that building at that time was like. Me and Jim have been on a lot of hunts, and there's always like a disparity. And I think Jim is more psychically linked or more whatever you want to call it than I am. Probably because I'm a very stubborn person, but
And
just let
illiterate, apparently.
yeah, well, that's nothing to do with ghosts. Don't like illiterate people. So, but there it was everyone. Everyone was having things going on.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I
Saratoga-
love about Mid Oranges. It's just always so active.
Homestead, he's referring to Saratoga Homestead Sanatorium, a great place, closer to me. Mike kind of is almost like the paranormal shepherd of that place. And yeah, I definitely want to get back out there. Not while it's freezing cold, because Haunted Nights, Mike, for those who know, Mike's part of Haunted Nights. And they just did a video there in the snow, and I'm like, no, that's hardcore. It was literally because that place is completely like
Sounds
no windows, no doors. So it would have been freezing. But how's that to them? I like to stay relatively in a livable place when I'm.
I was what was it? I was talking to Sean about this idea I want to do with the going out and doing like UFO chasing. And there's this hot spot in my area. Like I physically saw like a UFO there before, and but it's too damn cold right now. It's like I want to do it now, but it's too icy.
And the worst part about that is now is the perfect time to do it.
I
'cause the
know.
sky is so
but
much clearer when
you
it's
can
cold.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when it's hot, you got the humidity you're trying to see
Yeah.
through. Yeah. So
Have
I think
you?
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Kaylee's saying, "Have you checked out the Shanley?" We have. We collabed with Paranormal Theory, and our video is on our YouTube channel. And their video of us collabing with them same night, just two different videos because we were there all night. Is also on their channel. So feel free to watch that to plug our own channel. If you don't subscribe to us on YouTube, subscribe to us on YouTube. If you don't follow us on Facebook, follow us on Facebook. All the things. Like, comment, share. Notifications, because YouTube doesn't give you, give your subscribers videos notifications unless you specifically tell them with the bell. Skiing Manor and White Hell Elks Lodge set if you want to join. You might not know this, Mike, but I've already been, unless you're I've been talks with Olivia on that. I don't know if you're going with her, but I'm already going to that. Well, one of them. But if it's something different, hit me up. We can talk about it. Jim, you want to come up for I think I already talked to you about
What you said in
Whitehall.
the spring, right? Yo, what up, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to go. I'll talk to Matt too. Get him to come with us too.
Hey, hello, Rob. We invited Bill. I don't know if he's authorized to be on the channel, but he's here.
He's here.
Rob loves me. I'm allowed.
Yeah.
I don't know if me and Jim are. That's the real crazy. Agent Rob.
By the way, I had a great time working with Rob this past weekend at New Egypt. Had a great time.
Your background is making me feel like Sean Geekus did something wrong. Well, I did. You missed me being completely illiterate for about 10 minutes, so
Oh, it was
they locked
hilarious.
me up for that. I'm always doing something wrong. 2025, do something wrong. That's my motto.
Hey, Bill, do you want me to pull up that video I made of him doing push-ups?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah. Jim sent me this last week.
Nice. Oh, we're gonna play that game. I have to get my video. I have a Bill. We're playing video tag now.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah. Let's see. We've gone
So
completely off.
wait, so nobody has a video of Jim?
No, I don't know if I can legally show those videos under the terms and conditions. Did I? Here's the question: did I even save that video properly? Probably not. I think I just sent it to you after I made it.
Let me see. There we go. Just downloaded it straight from there. And present video file downloads. That was okay. That is today.
I have the urge to do push-ups, which I don't like, and I don't work out.
Prison style.
So I'm gonna do some push-ups.
This is gonna be embarrassing. Watch.
Those are solid push-ups. I don't know what you're talking
hitting
about.
90. No, I'm kidding. He's doing
The
good.
urge's gone.
He's
There was some slander. People were talking about how I did 5 push-ups. That's 7. I want you to count them. Oh, you're doing your head of skiing. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, you were hired for the Elks. Yeah, hit me up. I'm definitely down. I'll come down, and if Jim's available, he'll also come down. We'd definitely love to do that.
How do I pull this down? There we go.
Not Army certified. I was in the Navy. I don't have to be Army certified. those are Navy certified push-ups.
There's a reason he went in the Navy and not the Army.
Well, there is actually. You want to know the actual reason? So it was actually not it wasn't between the Army and the Navy. It was between the Marines and the Navy. And that explains it. So they both had a time slot to interview me and come to my house and do the whole thing. The Marine guy shows up 10 minutes early. He sits me down, goes through the whole spiel. He's like, "You're perfect to be a Marine," yada, yada, all that fun stuff. The Navy guy calls me 30 minutes after the point he was supposed to be there. I was like, "Hey, man, I forgot about you. Just swing by the office." So I was like, what do I want to be in 10 years? So I went to the Navy office.
How I joined the Navy, I showed up to join the Air Force, and nobody was in the office. And then the Navy recruiter peeked over and saw me. He's like, "You don't want to join them." I'm into my
Got
office.
him.
I was like, I mean, I guess. Then I was at boot camp the next day.
All downhill from there.
Yep.
Well,
think
as someone who works as a defense contractor, I'd much rather work with the Air Force than the Navy.
Yeah, because you're smart.
Yeah.
You have to work on a boat. It sucks.
Really
Go down to the dock. It's in the water. Overrated.
Sleeping on a ship.
Yeah, no, I'm not real big fan of open ocean, so yeah, the Navy would never be for me.
Well, if you don't look at it, it's fine. That's why I went on a submarine. There's no windows.
You know what they
can't-
say? You know what they say about guys on the submarines?
Oh
100 men go
no,
down and
never
50 couples
heard
come up.
this one, yeah. If you think we're so old school that they would be couples, it's all just all mixed together at that point.
Just one massive gangbang on it.
Whoa,
Part two.
whoa, whoa!
No, I'm kidding.
It's okay. We haven't signed our agreement yet. Oh God, yeah. There it goes. There goes our privileges. Next show is presented by just me. Wonder which serviceman has most experiences? Which serviceman? Is that like a question between me and Jim, or like general?
I feel like it's in general, like Army, Navy.
I
That's a good one.
just from stories I've heard, I'd say the Army probably has more. I hear more stories from guys in the Army than any of the other branches.
Well, I feel like out there, I mean, when you get deployed and everything, you're in like the motherland of like old like religion. So it's like you're walking by like artifacts and all that, and things can connect onto you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but then think Space Force now. They're up there fighting aliens every single day.
Damn right.
Goddamn American heroes taking it to the aliens. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously the Navy, everything has a rich culture and lore and stuff. I think because the Navy travels with their trigger objects, right? Like the boat itself has the history and kind of forms that identity. That's my
Yeah.
thought process. But I mean, I don't think you can get proper numbers on that because half
Well,
the
nothing
sailors
is-
that tell you they saw something are just lying to mess with you.
Nothing beats like a good old ghost ship story, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, being out on the water, you're gonna have perfect view of the skies. Who knows what you're gonna see out there?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I was on an aircraft carrier, so at nighttime it was like gorgeous views because there's no lights out there except for you, really.
Yeah. And don't forget mermaids. Listen,
Mermaids.
I am on the opinion that mermaids exist. Mermaids exist. They're just the underwater aliens, and they're heading out and they're messing with us every once in a while.
That's true.
That and
Did you see them out of the submarine windows?
Wait, that's classified.
We can't talk about that.
No.
That'd be kind of cool if they made that on a submarine where it was like glass.
I will say the one paranormal event I had in the Navy, on a submarine. I was, for those of you who don't speak ship, I was at the very back and bottom of the ship. I was in the rear aft, if you will.
Yeah, you were.
And yeah, I was. And I was doing, I was on watch, so I wasn't doing anything. Like I was supposed to be, watching equipment, but I wasn't doing that. I was hanging out with my friend who was also on watch in a different location. I was roving. He was stationary. I could hang out with him. And we're just shooting the shit. And out of nowhere, we hear what we think, or what just completely obvious to us, is a active ping, a classic submarine, right? That rings and you like feel it. And we're like, fuck, we're about to get torpedoed. So we grabbed our what's the
radio?
Yeah. It's an MC. I just forget the circuit, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And we're calling sonar, and we're like, "Hey, sonar, did you just hear that?" And they're like, "Hear what?" They're like, "We just swear we heard a ping." And they're like, "If there was a ping, we would know about it." Just like Jesus, we're about to be, drug tested real fast.
You mean the one MC?
No, the one MC is the announcement. Yeah, don't worry about it.
What's the sperm whale?
Well, that's the thing. Oh,
You got a sperm whale in the rear aft.
yeah. This is supposed to be my show. I'm not supposed to be made fun of.
I'm never gonna get invited on again.
It's finally Sean getting bullied, not me.
Listen, I need to emotionally take it out on you because you're too big and I can't fight you. That's why.
What was I gonna? So We're going to these hunts on this next weekend. Sean, what's your expectation?
I mean, Gettysburg never disappoints. I'm going to go on record and guarantee Paranormal nut stamp of approval.
We're
that
getting a
all of
live
Gettysburg-
physical operation.
All of Gettysburg is haunted, and if you go to Gettysburg, you will see a ghost. I guarantee it. Or
I
your
was at
money
Gettysburg
back.
yesterday.
Yeah, did you see a ghost?
No, but I did go to Jenny Wade's grave.
Oh, that we were literally
We
talking.
were
about
actually talking about that today. How far is it from the Jenny Wade house?
distributor of
It's not far
shows.
at all. It's right in
Fucker.
Evergreen Cemetery, so that's maybe like a 5-minute walk from the Jenny Wade house. And when you go through the main entrance, it's like within 100 feet of the main entrance.
How far is it drone flying wise?
From the Jenny Wade house?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to get the drone quite that far, but it might be just outside your range.
I can go 8 miles with it with my drone.
Oh, then yeah, no, you're well within.
Yeah.
It's maybe like a half mile away.
Oh, that's not bad then.
Yeah, so we were actually talking about, we want to, when we go to the Jenny Wade, we definitely want to go to the grave for a bit and do a little thing there, and then actually go into the house, or vice versa, whichever.
So also in that cemetery is Richard Nixon's grandfather and great grandfather.
Oh,
he was not a crook,
not a criminal. What about My Haunted Manor?
Have you been to My Haunted Manor?
I have. Yeah, that was a fun night. So we were there for a Get Haunted event, and we only had 1 or 2 guests show up that night. They ended up leaving early because it got kind of weird.
Rob.
And
sorry.
All of them.
Yes.
Um,
hopefully.
Yep. My favorite thing at the Haunted Manor, which wasn't paranormal. So we were there with Terry and Julie, who helped work with Get Haunted, and Terry is a well-known skeptic and not easily scared. He got the shit scared out of him, and so did I. We were down in the basement, and all of a sudden, we only had like 1 light down there in the other far end of the basement, and we just saw something run past it. Me and Terry saw it, and we completely freaked out because it was clear as day. Something just ran in front of this light. It's a goddamn cat.
Nice.
But we both jumped out of our chairs and yelled, and it doesn't happen to me very often. It's the first time I've ever seen it happen to Terry.
Oh, Terry's a sub guy. Let me hit up Terry then.
Yeah, Terry's a sub guy.
And
What team is he on? A team that just goes through Get Haunted?
Just Get Haunted.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll bump into him. I'm going to enough of these events.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, we literally see Paranormal Theory at every hunt we go to.
Trying to actively avoid them, bumps into him. No. I think with 8:58, I think we will. Let me get to my media assets so I can play us off. Thank you all for coming. This was have not subscribed, oh well, let me start the music over. Fail. You cut it off too soon. That's what happened.
I did.
Thank you all for coming. This has been the After Show presented by Get Haunted Paranormal Podcast Program. And if you have not watched the video, go ahead, watch Mid Orange Part 2, Part 1 if you want. Thank you, Bill, for coming on short notice. Thank you all.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
We love having you.
And with that, have a good one.